Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your boy Citizen QWADJO. If this is the first time you are seeing this face on your screens, kindly subscribe, like, share, comment as well, because your comments are always welcome on this channel. On this channel we only talk about developmental issues that are going to develop Africa. Those are the things that we talk about, because we want to change that narrative, that perception about Africa that we are poor. We are not poor, because I have always said I want to go with that fanciful notion, because a continent full of natural resources, full of talents. We have everything. So why should we be considered as poor? But the truth is, it is just a few cartel of people by name politicians. Most of these people do not know how to manage our affairs well. They only come to amass wealth for themselves and their unborn generations, leaving the masses behind. They are greedy. That's why we are considered poor. And that's why we are underdeveloped. We are talking about an issue that has been trending for days now. When the issue started, I didn't know much about it. So I told myself, let me just wait. Maybe when everything calms down, we will know what really happened. But it's like day in, day out, the issue keeps, coming up, casualties going up, death going up each and every day. So I think as a citizen of my continent, Africa, I deserve to speak about this issue. I know all over the world today, everyone is aware of what's going on in South Africa. And you look or you read about what exactly has led to this looting, this shooting, this killing, this casualties, this properties being destroyed. These, I don't get it. And the as I was saying, the background of this whole incident is just it doesn't make sense. I learned their former president, Jacob Zuma, is in prison, and he is being charged with corruption. And because of that, due to the law or based on the constitution, he has to face some jail terms. He was supposed to appear before a committee, but I stand to be corrected. I learned he refused to appear before the committee, and so the long and short was that he need to go and then serve some jail terms. And because of this, citizens of South Africa, the people who are in his party folks, the youth who supports his party, just took to the streets. They started protesting, demonstrating, and it has aggravated to something madness, something more than madness, not something. It doesn't make sense. It has moved from peaceful demonstration to violent demonstration to now looting every shop. And looking or watching some of the videos and the pictures, it is something that it's not acceptable. It shouldn't even happen. A politician. That's what's paying me so much. A politician who everyone knows he is corrupt. He is into corruption. And even if he is not into corruption, he has been called to appear before a committee. He refused to go. Now the law is taking its own course, and the energetic youth who are supposed to be generational thinkers are now on the streets. They troop to the streets to demonstrate, to burn down, shops, malls. They are, and I just don't get it. Hey, why are we living in a jungle or what? People are just trooping into shops, into malls. They are just collecting everything. Everything. After collecting everything, they will just burn down the shop, or yes, they are just looting everywhere, picking everything they find their hands on. And the most annoying part is, now it's not the youth who are in that party alone. It has now gotten to everyone. South Africa citizens are now the thing has become a new normal. Yes, in South Africa. So you just walk into any shop, you pick anything without paying, then you run away. Are we living in a jungle? Africa, when will we think? When will we be generational thinkers? When will we move from political affiliations to things that will benefit the country? You are following a politician. Now look at what the country has turned into. And police are also into this. Yes, the police are also into it. And they are just destroying everything. They are killing people, beating people up, destroying properties, burning down, in fact, shops. And when we are doing this, how do you expect the country to get investors? How do you get investors to come and then invest in the country? Why? A country that hosted the 2010 World Cup just 11 years ago. And this country today is turning into a war-torn country, a jungle. Are we stupid? What is really wrong with Africa? That we can't just think. And what is wrong? When will the youth of Africa wise up and not give our strength to politicians, these greedy people who have not shown any blueprint, any mark of development, anything with regards to the youth, with regards to helping the youth also become what? Millionaires, billionaires. Helping the youth, giving the youth exposure, helping them. These people have not done anything for African youth. And instead of you even in fact being happy that corrupt government officials need to be jailed, you are in support of this. And now look at what your country is turning into. I learned in Cape Town, the whites, they are dominated over there. And I was watching one video this morning. I saw them coming out with their guns, saying that if you are a South African and you dare try to come there to loot any of their shops, they are going to divide you into pieces. They will kill you. They just do not care. And to some extent they are right, because that is their capital. They've invested in the country, and you, the citizens, want to destroy everything. They can't sit and be watching you. South Africa has turned into a war-torn country. Mandela will be weeping in his grave. What sort of madness is this? You've been violent for many, many years now. Now you want to kill your own people. You are destroying your own country. And when you live there, when the country now turns into a war-torn country, come to Ghana, run to South Africa, run to Ethiopia, run to Swaziland, Run to any African country where you are an immigrant. You are going to be a refugee, and that's when you will understand. That's when you will understand that it was better to use your wisdom, not to be following politicians. When anything happens, mind you, politicians will run away from South Africa. It's a fact. So think, and this is to other African heads of states, the presidents. If you are in a country and all that you know is creating loot and share, making the citizens feel useless, sharing money among yourselves, this is the results. What happened in Nigeria ends us last year, and what is happening now in South Africa should be a lesson to every African president, all African politicians. When you create loot and you share among yourself, these are some of the things you are going to see. It should be a lesson, especially to Ghanaians, the president of Ghana, politicians in Ghana, and the youth of Ghana. You better create an environment where the youth can at least have some peace of mind, create enough jobs. I said African youth, they do not need anything, they just need jobs. That is all. You can be stealing money in any African country, and so far as the youth in the country have jobs, look, they won't even cough, because they know that they are also getting their share of the national cake. But the extent where the jobs are not even coming, and you, the president, or you, the politician, is even stealing and enriching yourself, they will get angry. They will get angry. And when they get angry, that's what we are going to do. This same thing happened in Nigeria last year. They were also looting. Yes, they were looting. They were running to shops, taking everything. What we are seeing in South Africa now, it's just the tip of the iceberg. So African leaders need to start thinking, start creating jobs from now, because the youth are angry. And now, because of social media, everyone is seeing what is going on. African politicians, the youth, let's think. Let's stop following these politicians, these greedy politicians.